In this lesson, we'll be solving and checking one-step algebraic equations using the do-undo method, meeting the requirements for TEKS 610A and 610B. You may remember that an algebraic equation is a mathematical sentence. This mathematical sentence is made up of at least a variable, an operator, and an equal sign. We must have those three things to have an algebraic equation. Now, we may also have coefficients and constants. When solving one-step algebraic equations, we'll be using what's called the do-undo method. When using the do-undo method, we first draw a do-undo chart. Now, what do we mean by do and undo? Well, if you remember, we've said before that job number one was to isolate the variable. In order for us to solve a one-step algebraic equation, we must first isolate the variable. And you may remember, to isolate means to be all on its own, to be all alone, to be the only value on one side of the equal sign. So if you look at this example, x plus 3 equals 6, clearly there's something being done to x. Currently, there is 3 being added to x, and we don't want these 3 added to x. But this plus 3 is known as the do. Right now, what's being done to x is plus 3, adding 3. So we're going to use an undo in order to solve for the value of x. The undo is the inverse of the do. So if the do is adding 3, then the undo is subtracting 3. So to solve this problem of x plus 3 equals 6, we first identify the do, which was plus 3. We then identify the undo, which was minus 3. We then use the undo to solve our problem. We subtract 3 from both sides of the equal sign. Now remember, it's both sides because the second most important thing after isolating the variable is maintaining balance. We must have balance, and we can only have that if whatever operations we conduct on one side of the equal sign, we also do on the other. So now we work to solve our problem. We're subtracting 3 from both sides of this equation. So we have x. Positive 3 and negative 3 are opposites. Opposites make 0. So we have plus 0 equals 6 minus 3. And we know that 6 minus 3 is 3. X plus 0 equals 3. Now, adding 0 doesn't do anything to x. If you remember the identity property, adding 0 does not change the identity. So therefore, I can simply write x equals 3. So let's review that quickly again. X plus 3 equals 6. Right now, our do is what's happening with the x, plus 3. Our undo is the inverse of plus 3, which is minus 3. We use the inverse to isolate the variable, and we do that by subtracting 3 from both sides of our equation, giving us a solution of x equals 3. Now, we have a solution, but we want to check our work. And you may remember that we check our work by rewriting the original equation and then substituting our solution in place of the variable. So instead of x plus 3 equals 6, we take our solution of 3 and substitute that in place of the variable, which would give us an equation of 3 plus 3 equals 6. 3 plus 3 is 6 equals 6, and 6 equals 6 is true. When we get a true statement, we know that our solution is correct. So now let's try another example. In this equation of x minus 4 equals 8, what is our do? What is being done with x? I see we're subtracting 4. So our do is subtract 4. So the undo or inverse would have to be add 4. We're going to use the undo to solve our equation. We're going to use the undo on both sides of the equal sign. We will be adding 4 so that we have x, negative 4 and positive 4 are opposites, so they make 0. And 8 plus 4 is 12. X plus 0 equals 12. And as we said earlier, x plus 0, that's the identity property. Adding 0 doesn't change the identity. So therefore, it's not necessary. We can simply write x. X equals 12. Now we need to check our work. So we go back to the original equation of x minus 4 equals 8. We substitute the variable with our solution. In this case, it was 12. So here we put 12 minus 4 equals 8. And 12 minus 4, so 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Yes, so we get 12 minus 4 is 8. 8 equals 8. That's a true statement. 8 does equal 8. It's true. We've checked our work and our solution is correct. Now, what about another example? In this case, our equation is 3x equals 9. 3x equals 9. We want to isolate the variable. We want x, not 3x. So first, we need to identify our do. What is being done with the variable right now? And you may remember that this number, the 3, is called a coefficient. And a coefficient multiplies the variable. So what's happening with x right now? It's being multiplied by 3. What's the inverse of multiplication? If you said division, you would be right. So we'll need to divide by 3. We're going to divide both sides of our equation by 3. And we know that 3 divided by 3 is 1. So that leaves me with 1x. 3x divided by 3 is 1x. And 9 divided by 3 is 3. Now, if I have 1x, do I need to write the 1? Or can I just simply write x? X is 1x. So there's no need to write a coefficient of 1. So x equals 3 is our solution. The do was multiply by 3. The undo is the inverse, divide by 3. We divide both sides of the equal sign to make sure that we maintain balance. And we get x equals 3. Now, we want to check our work. And when we check our work, we find that we have to go back to the original equation. 3x equals 9. 3x equals 9. We now need to replace or substitute our variable with our solution. We're going to substitute the variable with our solution. So we have 3 times 3. Remember, the coefficient is multiplying the variable or its solution, its value, equals 9. And we know that 3 times 3 is 9 equals 9. 9 equals 9 is true. So our check has worked, proving our solution is correct. Let's try one more example. In this one-step algebraic equation, we have x divided by 2 equals 4. Now, sometimes you may see the division symbol, but oftentimes you'll see division represented as a fraction. And you'll remember that earlier this year, we had said there were 4 ways to represent division, and one of those was as a fraction. So we have x divided by 2 equals 4. Our do, what is being done to or with our variable? And if you said our variable is being divided by 2, you'd be correct. So then what is the inverse of dividing by 2? And if you had said multiply by 2, you'd also be correct. We're going to need to multiply both sides of our equation by 2. 2 times x over 2 equals 4 times 2. Now 2 times x over 2 would give me 2 times x, right? Which would give me 2x. So I'd have 2x over 2 equals 4 times 2. And 4 times 2 is 8. 2x divided by 2. Well, we know that 2 divided by 2 is 1. Any number divided by itself is 1. So I would have 1x equals 8. Now, of course, if I have 1x, do I need to write the 1? Isn't x the same thing as 1x? So I have x equals 8. We have multiplied both sides of our equation by 2, the inverse of dividing by 2. We used the do-undo method to find that x equaled 8. To check our work, we have to go back to the original equation. X divided by 2 equals 4. We then substitute our solution in place of the variable. So we find that 8 divided by 2 equals 4. 8 divided by 2. How many 2's can I fit into 8? 2, 4, 6, 8. 4 of them. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 equals 4. 4 equals 4 is a true statement. Our solution checks, and therefore we know it is correct. In this lesson, we were solving and checking one-step algebraic equations. Our primary goal? To isolate the variable. We needed the variable all by itself on one side of the equation. To do this, we used the do-undo method. We first identified what was being done to or with our variable. I know at least on one occasion, we were adding 3. That's what was being done. It was x plus 3. So in order to eliminate that plus 3, to get x by itself, we needed to do the inverse operation. In this case, subtract 3. When we undo, we must undo on both sides of the equation because we must maintain balance. Whatever we do on one side, we must do on the other. Once we had our solution, we then checked our work. And to check, we went back to the original equation and substituted. We substituted our solution in place of the variable. And if we achieved a true statement, then we knew our solution checked and was correct.